Hi, this video I put together is long overdue. I wanted to thank you guys for visiting the doubledeckers.com website and the Facebook page. I wanted to show you some of the things that I've received from some of the cast members over the years. And it kind of started off with this package of photos that I received from Doug Simmons. And he says, Hi David. David, hi, this is from this side of the pond. I think you can keep these photos. Might be nice to give Roy a thank you on the website. I said they were big. Rufus says woof. And it's signed by Doug. In the early days of our website, didn't have any content, and Doug said he got these from Roy Simpson. He's one of the producers of the Double Deckers, and they created these still photos on the set for their use, and it's been sitting in his garage all these years. And so a lot of these photos that you see here are going to be on the website as well. They are big prints, and really fun to see. They are pretty big. Here's Doug dressed in full armor. Here he is sporting a donut. Pastries there. Classic pose of him on the ladder. Here they are putting together the hovercraft. It's one where they're dancing. These are huge prints and very clear. There's Debbie feeding Arnold Tabarelli. He was the choreographer on the show and good friends of the cast. But if you can see that, it's kind of crooked here. Peter Firth, Brinsley Ford. There's a hovercraft in the water. Classic. Here's a picture that I have of the hovercraft that is not on the website, so this is exclusive to this video. This picture probably has not been seen in a very long time. There's Debbie and Jillian. Tiger. And I believe that's Harry Booth there, with Doug and Debbie there. Spin this around a little easier. Jillian and Debbie. Peter Firth and Jilly. There's Doug in the background. This is from their Laugh-In show, the Ha Ha show. This is slightly different. I don't know if I put both of these on the website or not, but it's basically the same picture, just a little different. It's where the gang was making a mess of the house. Here's a slightly different picture of Debbie and Arnold. Also not on the website. This is exclusive. There's Doug eating a cookie or something. Here's a picture of Bruce Clark. We become friends over the years. Get a Christmas card from him and his family. He's a really cool guy. Here's a picture of Peter and Melvin Hayes. I don't think that's on the website either. There's another picture of Doug in the same armor from the other picture. And the last big lithograph photo I have of them. Cool stuff. So I have custody of these pictures right now. I'm like holding them in trust, I suppose. I don't consider them my own. Here's some other things that I'd like to show you briefly. There's a Christmas card I got from Doug. Another Christmas card from Doug. Have a great holiday, Dave. Best wishes, Doug. We got published in the Daily Mail once, here in November 1999. On page 60, there's a little article. I was contacted by them, and put this little article together. Just the Ticket for Fame, where it showcases Brinsley Ford and Peter Firth, the other cast members. This was back in the days before I had the rights to the web domain name, thedoubledaggers.com. Back then it was daveanderson.org. I'm really glad when I was able to pick up that thedoubledaggers.com name. Here's a little book of memories. There's Bruce Clark and his daughter several years ago. Another one with him and his wife and daughter. Here's some photos I got off of eBay, or some other people that I contacted. I was able to get those. These were publicity photos. There's a nice picture of Jillian right there. She sent these to me. She doesn't have too many photos to give out anymore. Good to talk to you. Thank you for keeping up the DD bus rolling into the 21st century with very best wishes, Jillian. There's a fun picture of her with Robbie the Robot, otherwise known as Arnold Tabarelli. They're on the set. And she writes in here, Billy dances with Robbie the Robot. My favorite dance number. Perhaps all the rest of the gang were sitting down, and I'm allowed to dance with Robbie Arnold alone. So that was fun. And I have more like that. From way back when, I've kept the emails that were going back and forth between me and Doug and Bruce and Jillian. Just to save memories and stuff. I guess that's our own Double Deckers Archive. Autograph of Peter Firth. These are some of the things right now I'm going to show you are very rare. This is an actual script used on the set of the Double Deckers. Actually, I have a few different scripts that I received that Bruce Clark had given me. This was his original script for Tiger Takes Off, the very first episode of the Double Deckers. I noticed that here in the cast list that Scooper's name was originally Ricky, but they changed the name. Wonder how many people know that. And it kind of goes through here like any script would. Some of the scripts that I have, you can see where they made changes. I guess it's very common to make changes to scripts as they're developing. And they'll just add or take away from the script itself. Don't really see it in that one. But these other scripts, here's one for the Pop Singer, the Go-Karters. It sticks his name at the top there. Let's take a look at this script. This has some additions made to it, I believe. Yeah, they would like put different pieces of paper in there and paste it over the lines when they want to make a correction or change to the scripts. Do another one. Pink. So I have scripts for the Go-Karters, the Pop Singer, United We Stand, and a Helping Hound. Some of the other things that I have received are these little books. This was a gift from Bruce Clark. This is a book I've been trying to find on the internet, eBay. Glenn Jones, The Double Deckers, based on the well-known television series. It's in excellent shape. Photos. This is a first edition, published 1972 by Pan Books in London. 1971, 20th Century Fox. Here's the Double Deckers Annual for 72. These are kind of fun. Fun book. A lot of illustrations and stories. This is a really good shape. And the last thing I want to show you is the Double Deckers coloring book. This is one that's in mint condition. It's amazing what you can get off of eBay. And I'll end with this photo right here. This is Rufus. This was Doug's favorite little pet dog. Doug was a very special friend, and he helped me out a lot getting started on the website here, and I'm really going to miss him. So we'll just end with this. Thanks for watching.